Alright, it is the first day of phase 2. How do you feel?
Good.
Yeah, I feel good too.
It's a good detoxing phase.
Yeah, definitely. My weight this morning was kind of higher than yesterday. I'm not really sure why. It was like 232. And the day before was like 230.8. So, and then what was yours?
It was 299.8.
So how much have you lost?
Almost 9. Actually, no. Exactly about 9 pounds.
Yeah, and I've lost about 7-ish, depending, like 6 to 7. So anyways, we're going to show what we got at the grocery store for phase 2. We mainly shopped for the weekend, but a lot of the stuff will go into the week, but we didn't want produce to go bad because we have a bad habit of that. So we're going to show you what we got. We got 18 large eggs. We got 18 because phase 1 we went through eggs really fast, and what we will do is probably hard-boiled like a bunch of them.
At least a dozen of them.
Yeah, and then have a bunch left over that are not, so like on the weekends we can make like omelets for phase 2 because that sounds really good to us.
Yes.
Red seedless grapes because we can have grapes this phase. These are Red Delicious, right?
Yep.
Red Delicious apples. We got 6, so it'll last us the weekend and then a couple days of the week, but we didn't want them to go bad. Oranges, a bag. They're smaller than the other oranges and they were cheaper. And we shopped at Stater Brothers. That's what we have in our neighborhood. 100% whole grain wheat bread, and it has rye in it.
Which is what the meal plan says. Make sure if you want either rye bread, it has to be 100%, or if it's whole grain, it has to be 100%, and it has to have rye in it.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. I guess it wants
We're just
rye
following
or
the plan. So we got carrots. We got the individual size because it's easier for him and his lunches, and they won't go bad.
It's good for snacks too. That way you can actually portion. It's a little portion. That was instead of like overeating.
Yes.
We have a good portion size.
And they're pretty cheap.
Yep.
All natural creamy peanut butter, the Skippy version. Yeah. And then we're super excited because phase 2 you can have pasta. So we got the whole grain pasta. We couldn't find any that had rye in it. Does this have rye in it? Or?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
But it was the only whole grain pasta, so we got it. But we got a bunch because it was like 4 for $5, so it's gonna last us a couple weeks. Into phase 3 and everything. Italian seasoning, because that's on the seasonings now that we can finally use those.
Salt free, dude. Salt free.
Yeah, super excited.
Just regular unsalted sunflower seeds. Good for little snacks. Good for salads and everything that
This would be good on salads.
Yeah, it's a good little good texture things. So this was my thing because I don't like mustard. I really don't. And the whole thing is about mustard. And I love ketchup, and I can't have ketchup at all. So I actually got the Sriracha Deli mustard, which actually was less sodium than the mustard that they had told us to get. So I said, screw it. I'm getting this. That way I can actually enjoy it, and it'll actually probably be better on the salads anyways to give that extra little spice.
Do you think it'll be good with the lemon juice though? Like mixing it?
Maybe I'll have to put lemon juice in it. Maybe put a little olive oil in it.
I don't know.
And some garlic, but
just some flavor.
Just some flavor, because that's one of the biggest things that first phase was there was no flavor. It was just mustard, lemon juice, and garlic was the only things we could flavor with. Now we have a much broader things we can flavor with.
More pasta, because it was 4 or 5. Cherry tomatoes. We are going to go back to the store tomorrow night to get more stuff throughout the week, and then this way also we can see what we actually eat, because in phase 1 we got like tofu and we never used it. What else? The milk, we hardly used it.
Until this weekend.
What else did we get we didn't use?
I think that was it actually.
Yeah, we didn't get the dried prunes or anything because we didn't.
No, it's not.
It's not what we want. Mushrooms for the recipe said mushrooms.
Chicken.
We got the family size of chicken. I think there's 4 in here, babe?
Yeah, 4 big ones.
4 big ones. We're gonna meal prep these because what we found is if you prep things beforehand, like the eggs and the meats, it's just so much easier to get through the week. So we're gonna boil these, and
especially since most of them actually already said have cooked already.
Chicken, yeah.
And it wants you to portion it out so that way, it being cooked already, we can just portion it out, microwave it, heat it up if we have to. Put it in the sink. Portion it out, and that way we can actually, get the right size, so that way we're not overeating on the chicken and stuff like that.
The chicken just spilled everywhere.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
One of the things we can actually have is black beans.
And we love black beans.
Yeah, so that's a good filler to help, add a little extra protein to it.
Yeah,
so,
that'd be good with like the rice and chicken and black beans and mushrooms. Oh, so fun.
Black beans.
We got 4 of these because it's 4 for $5. Tuna, he does not like tuna, but I wanted to have some fish in there. We didn't get any cod because it says to get fresh cod, and we weren't planning on having cod this weekend, to be honest.
Yeah.
We might get it tomorrow, but tuna, they said chunk light, tuna in water. So, yes, got 3 of those. We were getting the 50-50 mix of the salad, but now we did the baby kale mix. It has charred baby kale and spinach in it, just to change it up, and I think this is probably more nutrient dense than the other one. Frozen corn because it'll last us a long time and it was cheap.
And it's good for salads because you can make like little, like with tomatoes and stuff like that, you can make like a little salsa almost.
Yeah.
So it'll be good to add to that.
Okay.
This was annoying.
Okay, so vegetable broth. It says low sodium, but the only one, there was like one out of this whole shelf, and it was so expensive. So when we do our chicken, we're gonna put this, but dilute it with a lot of water because we're on a budget. We live paycheck by paycheck, literally. So that's what we're doing. Quick oats. It said rolled, so these are 100% whole grain rolled oats, and I'm excited for this because there's a breakfast or a snack.
It's breakfast.
Where you put in, you melt some peanut butter in the microwave, you put this in it, raisins, protein powder, and then you spread it on apples, and that sounds bomb.
Yeah, actually sounds good.
Yeah.
Raspberries, simple unsweetened frozen raspberries.
Blueberries.
Blueberries, I'm done. It'd be good for, shakes in the morning, that thing she was just talking about.
Parfaits. With
so
the oranges.
This should be good snack stuff. So that's what it says. So.
And raisins. These are the ones I was talking about in one of the previous videos. They're super small. They're like these little boxes, and it's perfect because it's like a right portion size. Otherwise you'd be having way too much sugar, and sugar turns into fat once the body can't process it.
And of course, one avocado.
We did 1 avocado because of the recipes. You can only have a little bit, and I didn't want to waste avocado, and they're expensive. Is that it?
That's it.
Yeah. So that's our phase 2 grocery haul, and then update tomorrow.
Yeah.
On how we feel. And
Yeah, because today will be our first day of actually eating this, prepping for all this stuff, because yesterday was our last day of the hard phase, which is the phase 1.
And then what we also talked about is the money. Like this was 80, but we still have to buy some more, so it's going to be around 100, and that's what it was for phase 1 too.
But we justify this as we spent this, which will go into the week. What we would normally spend for the weekend would be easily this.
Yeah.
2 meals of this alone would be what we bought here, and this will last us the whole weekend and some. So.
And we're not going out. We would on weekends definitely. We'll go to McDonald's. We'll go to Starbucks, and that's easily like almost $20.
Yeah.
Because we ate bad.
And that's just the mornings.
Yeah, and then we would do something for lunch, and then we would go out for dinner, and then we would have drinks, and it's like ridiculous. Like one day you easily spend $100, and we spend it all here, and it's going to last us a few days. So.
Yeah, so it seems like it would maybe spending much at one time, but you spread that out, it would save so much more money.
So money is not an excuse not to do this diet, I don't think,
Yeah.
because...
I mean, yes, we had to cut, obviously, quarters like the chicken broth and the vegetable broth because it was... I couldn't justify spending $300 for the extra sodium when we can just kind of lessen it out.
So...
But...
Yeah. Alright, well, see you tomorrow. Bye!